Hello, everyone, and welcome to my first or inaugural. Well, I think it was a dry one on Sunday, but doing it by myself live so I can answer questions and we can go in depth on a few things. So I'm waiting on people to show up before I show what I'm going to be doing. Well, it's already right here. So I made these the other day, and now I'm going to paint them and show you how to get different effects. But there's something that I've done to these ahead of time. So I'm going to wait for people to be here. I set it up yesterday so people would know. And I'm not going to use a palette or anything. I'm just going to use my desk here as my palette because it's marble and I can just wipe it off. Hello. Bueller. Bueller. Okay, so I guess I'm just going to talk to myself today. That's okay. It's a Wednesday and it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon here, so it's to be expected. But happy hump day. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started so I can get it done. Oh, hello, whoever you are. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to start with the pumpkin. And I'm going to show you, as soon as I find my phone, I'm going to show you hey, Natalie. Oh, I found the 2 bottles. They were under my chair. Okay, so this is what this pumpkin looked like when I took it out of the mold because of all the air bubbles. Isn't he beautiful? Oh my God, but he had a little bit of work done. So this is now what he looks like. Is it focusing? There we go. He looks a lot different. And I carved into him because this is perfect plaster from Hobby Lobby. It's easy to carve when it's not completely, totally cured. So this is great, and it's easy to sand too, but that's a big difference. Oh, I turned my phone off. From that to that. I think I did pretty good. Hello, welcome to the other 3 that are here. Say hi so I know who you are. So we're going to get started painting on him. I didn't take a before picture of the apple, but it also had a bunch of bubbles in it, especially around the teeth and the face. So he went to the dentist and he had a few things done. And then they found a wormhole. I don't know what to do with the wormhole. I might make a worm to sit in there. But we're going to start painting it. And the way I start is darkest to lightest. Some people do it the other way, but this has got so many recesses and all in it that I need to get like the dark colors down in it. If I can open the tube, there it is. I'm using a bunch of different paints, but mainly Montmartre. There's my black. And I want to do a wash, so I'm going to wet it with the brush really good. Because this is a brand new tube, so I'm going to paint the whole thing. And before it dries, I'm going to get it down in all of those grooves and the nooks and the crannies. And then I have towels here that I'm going to wet. Because I don't want it real wet, but I want to be able to wipe it off. But I want to leave it in those grooves. Does that make sense? I hope it does. And while it's on there and I'm using a damp towel, I can spread it around as I'm wiping it off. And if it doesn't come off, it's not a major deal because I am going to be covering over it. My hands are going to get so gross and nasty today. Oh no. Got to get it out of his eye. Oh no, Mr. Bill. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Nat. I got to keep it out of his eye. I did go ahead and do one, all right, maybe 2 coats over his eyes. I got to get it out of there. Sorry, I'm doing a little work on his eye right here because I painstakingly sat there and painted that eye. I should go get some Q-tips. But there's no kids home today, so I can't yell at one of them, hey, go get me something. All right, I got most of it out of his eye. But I'm just going to go ahead and I have 2 projects here and a third one in case things aren't dry when I go to. You don't have to wipe the paint off because I'm going to go over it. But I don't know. We'll see. As long as I don't get it in his eyes again. I need to pay attention. I'm just wiping it down because I am going to put orange over it too. Towel got a little dry. You don't want it too wet because this stuff is like plaster. So hello, whoever else is out there, say hello so I know who you are. There's going to be a quiz at the end and I need to know whose name is on what paper. Just rubbing it as I go, making sure it gets down in all those grooves. Because I added a lot of grooves because it had a whole bunch of air bubbles. I'm not too worried about how much paint is in there, so. I'm going to try to stay away from his mouth as much as possible because I'm going to try to do that lighter colors. Maybe a little green. But I am making sure that it goes in every nook and cranny. And if I see an air bubble, I go back over it. I guess I should have waited to do his eyes, but I wanted to get a good head start on it. You can use different size paint brushes for this or whatever you have to use. Heck, finger paint it. Hi, Mary Beth. How are you today? If I don't talk a lot, it's because I'm trying to catch my breath. Because as some of you know, I do have COPD, so it's difficult for me to do a lot of talking at one time. I think I might just leave the black, cover the whole thing in black and just leave it black and then do the colors because I think that's cool. I used Perfect Cast to make these. No, this one. Yeah, both of these are Perfect Cast from Hobby Lobby. It's $7.49 for a big old huge bag of it. My paint dried out a little bit, so I'm going to Add a little bit of water. You can use alcohol markers on this stuff too, and it works great. I have them, but I don't have them in here. See, I'm trying to get all of those little nooks and crannies. So that the black stays on there for the next layer. I showed a before and after. Hi, Runic. Which I can pull it up again later if we need to see it. Of what these look like with the air bubbles. Oh, I got the eye again. Crud muffins in May. Right now, I just wanted it black. For the most part. It's going to get other colors on it, so. That eye. I just covered the eye again. And I have a rinse bucket over here. Doing nice relaxing day after. Uh-oh, what did we do yesterday? Do you ever have your paintbrushes do that where the ends come off? What I like to do is, well, I don't have a pair of pliers, but I'll take pliers or something and I'll do this and smush it into it because glue is just going to keep coming undone. Oh, you couldn't see. And now it's stuck on there. So there's your tip for the day. Oh, I didn't know you had a paint. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll have to watch it. I do my YouTube at night. I watch everybody at night while I'm in bed. So everybody gets to be in bed with me. I'm going to wipe this off because I don't need any more black. It's the best part of having a marble top. Well, tile. And then spritz, spritz, spritz. And I always put one little bitty drop of Dawn in my spray bottle, my water bottle, even for my molds or whatever, because it helps demold except for like this perfect cast and stuff like that. I have done a lot of stuff. I have a whole table. Okay, I'll try to catch it. And now I have black all over my hands. Isn't that lovely? All right, now while that one is... I got to get the black off my fingers so I can do the red on this one. I have red and like a fleshy tone that I'm going to base. And you know what? I don't have any white paint. I know I have a big, huge bottle of it somewhere. But I'm trying to put all my craft stuff in one area so I have plenty of room to spread out and find what I need. I want to take over the whole house, but you know. I guess the other people need somewhere to go too. All right, that's good enough. All right, clean that off. I have several towels here, so they're not really towels. They're old t-shirts. I made my nephew a t-shirt quilt, and this is what was left over. And some of them I use as aprons, because if you just cut the square out, you have a nice apron. You can put it over your head and your arms in the armholes. If you do it backwards, that is. Okay, now time to work on the red. Now I have different shades of red here that I'm probably just going to mix together to get the kind of red that I want, because I want the base red. And I have to be careful around the face because I don't want the face done. These are all Montanart. And I do have lots of these paints left in the tubes like these. And I'm selling them for $1 a piece. So if anybody wants any, just let me know. Or tell them to call me. Call me. Maybe. Carmine. Brilliant red. Okay, so I've got these in this red. Might add a touch of red ochre to it also. I will. I'll check it out. I subscribed to him, but I'm so far behind. Okay. Oh, gotta shake it up. Now this one is a chalk paint. But I do love my Pentart paints, which I still have some of these too. Okay, I'm going to use this brush. Come on, out, Spot. And I'm going to use the paint brush handle to dip it out because it's in a jar. Oh, you can't see. Oh, I've got plenty of rice paper too, trust me. I'm going to do another live sale maybe next week. Not on a Wednesday, though. I'll wait and do it, like maybe on a Saturday or something. When I know everybody's home. Exactly. Don't have time to watch any of them. Oh, I like that red. That crimson's a good red. But he's old and decrepit, so I want to make him a little bit less fresh looking. Oh, you can't see it. There we go. So I want to mix these really good. And I use the end of the paintbrush that I'm going to be working with. And if it's not completely blended, it's fine because there's different colors on apples anyway. And after I get through with him, he's not going to look the same anyhow. So some people go darkest to lightest and some people go lightest to darkest. But since these have a lot of grooves that I want to get into, I'm going to go, darkest first. And I'm going to make sure that I don't get any on that face. Except for that one spot right there. And maybe that spot. And that spot. No, just kidding. Because I want him to look as creepy as possible. I did one of these already when I first got him. He's on my mantle. Not my mantle. My wall piece in there. My inner, whatever you want to call it. My tchotchke wall. Everybody keeps trying to steal him. I did him with alcohol markers. So I figured I'd make a few more because I have a craft fair coming up on the 6th and I wanted to have some Halloween-y stuff. Yay, it's Halloween-y time. It's Halloween-y time. It's Halloween-y time. Bye, Melissa. Hi, Melissa. Bye, Mary Beth. Hey, Melissa. No problem. You can check it out later on the replay. I'm trying to stay in camera. And if I miss you when you first come in, I will catch you because I do look up quite frequently. Now I got some on my hands, so I want to make sure I'm only touching the top and the bottom. I don't want to get any red on that face because it's hard to cover up red. If you've ever done any painting, you know that red is a hard cover to color up. No, a hard color to cover up. Oh my gosh. There are a couple of spots on him that I can't really paint because I have to do different colors in there, like where the wormhole is, which I created the wormhole. And how did I do all this carving, you say? Well, my late daughter had a whole bunch of stuff for her hair, her makeup and nails and stuff like that. Well, I got her flawless nail. Let me show you. She had this flawless nail manicure set. Hi, Billy. So I've been using it with different bits in it to do all the carving on these. It's great. It works perfect. This is pretty dry already. What the heck? This stuff is working good. These are some good paints for paint pouring too. It's the kind that Julie Cutts used to use. In my store that I had, I carried these because of Julie Cutts. Like I said, I don't want to get it on his face, but I want him kind of an off red. Oh, good job, April. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I just touched him everywhere. He's going to get more paint on him, so it's not a big deal. But I have quite a bit here, and I need to waste not, want not. Know what I mean? Hey, Runic, do you watch Mina Villegas with her art pours, her painting pours? I used to do paint pouring. Loved it, especially during lockdown during COVID. I set up a bunch of tables in my yard and let the kids come over in the neighborhood that wanted to. And my kids, grandkids, we did it on the porch. But it gave them something to do. Like when they had PE, I would make them go out because they were all homeschooled at the time, if you remember. Made them go out and run around the yard or do exercises out in the yard. And when it was art class, they did paint pours. Oh, she's fabulous. I follow her. I don't know if I follow her on my YouTube channel page or my personal one. All right, I have a lot of paint left over. Yeah, I know I didn't do the stem, but it's okay. Where I touched it down here, there's no red. Now you definitely want to make sure that it's dry before you do your next coat because it will pull off if it's not. I know I have a lot of paint left over right here. Wish I had an empty container to put it in. Do I? Do I have an empty container right here? I just might. I had them. Let me stick that paintbrush in the water real quick. Well, I guess I'll have to wipe it off and chuck it. Don't really want to, but I've got a million containers in here, but you think I could find one when I need it? All right, next color is on the other one. Make sure it's dry. If it's not, I've got a third thing here ready to start if I need to. Let's do the main. Oh, move him out of the way so that he doesn't get water on him. And I'll wipe that off. My camera spot on my desk, you know, where my camera shows everything, that's the only thing that's really clean in here. Because I have been sorting and going through and getting rid of, and I'm going to have a de-stash sale soon. Okay, now that that's wiped off, let's find the orange. Is it dry? It's still a little bit wet right there, but that's okay. Okay, so we're going to do orange, but I don't need that orange. Don't need the reds. Oh, I already have vermilion. Is that vermilion? No, that's orange and that's vermilion. Let's move all these colors. Oh, this is the size Mark tubes that I have. They are the 2.5 ounce for $1. So if anybody wants them, what was the name? Nina Villegas. I do too, Natalie. Oh, no, let me go ahead and do the teeth on the pumpkin. I want to see if I can wipe off some of that black. I can always go over the eyes again. Okay, you guys get to see up close and personal what I'm talking about with this little thing here, because this is really tiny. So I'm just going to take this and just go in there, because I had painted over it already. It's just going to take that paint right off. And that's on low. And now all that paint on his eyes is now gone. And it's smooth. Except that one stringy piece right there doesn't want to come off, but I'm bigger than him. So I'm also going to take it off here. Because I'm going to put glow in the dark, what do you call it? UV resin, the last little bit of UV resin that I have. I saved it so I could do like the eyeballs and stuff on these. All right, now that that's all cleaned off, let's work on his teeth a little. I can change that bit, hang on. And this one you just push in and pull out. Let's see, I want to get a different type of bit on there. Oh, I just found an empty container I could have used. Oh well. These are the ones that came with it, and they have the little short things on them, but you push them all the way in. It's just hard to get at it sometimes. Oh, wrong direction. And with it being plaster, it's easy to carve off or sand off, which is just essentially what I'm doing, because this is a polishing wheel. And he's a creepy pumpkin. If his teeth are a little jaggedy, that's okay. I mean, I'm not trying for jaggedy, but, you know, if it happens to be that way, it happens to be that way. I am not a machine. I am a human. You woman. So if anybody has any questions or suggestions or tricks, tips, please feel free. I just blew off the wrong thing. Trying to smooth those off a little bit. Okay. So if you ever find one of these, oh, hey, how you doing? How you doing, Linda? It does look like Tim Burton, doesn't it? I'm going to take a dry brush to get all that dust out of there now. That's a lot of dust coming off there. You can't see it, but there it is. But out of the plaster cast, it's really easy to do that. And you can get that at Hobby Lobby. That is true. My house always looks like that, Runic. Before he moved, my grandson's best friend came over in like July, I think it was. No, yeah, it was July or August. Said, oh, you're already decorating for Halloween? I said, no, honey, my house always looks like this. Haven't you noticed? So I'm going to put the darker of the orange on there, and that is still wet, and I just put my finger on it. So I'm going to go with a mess. Apparently I'm going to go with that much. I have paper towels and pieces of t-shirt here, so I'm good to go. I just wish I had some white paint. I couldn't find it. But hopefully I won't need white. That's my dusting brush. Okay, so... Oh, I wasn't going to do the orange yet. I am now. So I'm just going to kind of dry brush, but not really. Because I'm just doing a very, 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 very thin coat. And I'll take a paper towel and dab it. I'm not wiping it because I don't want to wipe the other color off too, because that black was not dry. I'm just dabbing it. Be careful going into here. And I need some suggestions on what you guys want me to see in depth. Next week, I'm going to be doing polymer clay. So if you have any friends who are wanting to get into polymer clay, or if you're a beginner yourself, or if you know, that's what it's going to be, is a beginning class. Not class, but you know what I mean. If I have too much paint, I'm just going to, because I'm going to put different colors of orange on here. You know what I mean? Hi, Sue. How you doing? Yeah, I do too. I love Halloween. It's my favorite. It's my holy holiday, so. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry, Melissa. I understand that one. I used to have to read it for my mom. And of all things, she wanted me to read, or she wanted to watch, what is that one? It's a Jesus movie or a religious movie. And I'm not Christian, so to speak. And it was very difficult for me to do it. And she kept wanting to, oh, not the Passion of the Christ, because I had to take her to that. Oh my gosh, I can't remember the name of the movie, but it's like 4 hours long, and it's all in Hebrew. So it had to be done. I had to read it to her. And then my husband says, well, if she likes that movie so much and you have to keep reading it, why don't you just record you reading it? And I thought, well, that's why I married you. You're smart. I wasn't in frame. I'm sorry. I'm so professional. I'm doing okay. Trying to do this, trying to start something a little different. It's hard for me to record because I can't remember where I put the files mainly in my computer. So trying to find every little clip that I did, unless it's something easy, then yeah, I'll just be doing them live. I want those black crevices to show up, so I'm gonna. I don't want thick paint on there anywhere. Now, that's why I have two different projects out here, so while one's drying, I can work on the other one. Because I'm going to do them both either way. But I figured this would be a good start one. I cannot do any UV resin projects anytime soon. Yeah. As soon as I don't need it, that's where it'll find. Just like Natalie and I were chatting before the video chatting before my live today, and I was searching for my alcohol bottle the whole time. I get up to go wash my hands and all to get ready for the live. Yep, it's under my chair. I have one of those rolling computer chairs, the big office chairs, and it was underneath it. It's my favorite chair too, and it's about dead. A kaleidoscope kit. What is that, Runic? Is that your actual name or is that just your page name? Jack started school again already, my grandson, which he'll still be my grandson, but I'll be adopting him. So um, he has a channel also where he does different crafts, but he hasn't done anything because right after he started it, he got into musical theater and chorus and band and school and everything. Is like it's today and Monday. They had to stay after till 6:30. He got one of the lead roles this time though. I told him go out of your comfort zone and try out for something you wouldn't normally try out for. That's the way I should have done it. I wasn't even thinking. Still got the back to paint. Oh, cool. I can just, well, I know what ruins are. And I know what a runic is. So there'll be more detail on the front anyway. So I'm just going to go side to side so I don't fill in those grooves. I collect skulls and dragons and skeletons, so they're all over my house. That and all of my Nordic stuff. I'm not your normal person. I don't collect tchotchkes like that. I mean, I like my mythical, magical. It's going to have a lot of colors in it, so on it. All right, so there's that. There's, oh, it's hard for me to grab it now. Here's that one. That color on the orange, on the black. Kaleidoscope wheels with stain. Oh, wow. Yeah, I was looking into doing some stained glass pieces. But then I'm like, April, you've got enough crap. You don't need more. You're trying to get rid of it now. All right, so he's not completely dry, but I can work on that face a little. And I have light mocha and sun-kissed peach that I will probably be mixing together to get his rotten skin color. Yes, I said rotten. Might even add a little tinge of green into it. Oh, I poured the coolest tray yesterday. Natalie saw it. Billy saw it. It was so cool. I used the blue mix to mold, and then I added the blue and the black mix to mold stuff, the colorant, and I made this gorgeous tray. And I marbled it with those two colors. Look at that tray. Look how that turned out. Come on, focus, you. Isn't that beautiful? It's like a blue, it's like a really light, if you're familiar with colors, Prussian blue, which is a blue-gray. I love that. And then I didn't fill it enough, so I just put the blue. That's just a plain blue from Mix to Mold on the back. But when I seal this with resin, oh, it's going to be gorgeous. I love that mold, that tray. I've got snake bones. One of my earlier videos, Runic, my creepy cabin from last year this time, I made a chandelier that looks like deer antler out of polymer clay and snake rib bones. And it actually lights up because I ran the lights in it. I also have this vanilla ice cream that I might add to it. We'll start with the lighter color. No, I'll start with the darker colors. I don't need a whole lot. And these are apple barrel from the Walmart, you know, the 50-cent ones, or they used to be 50 cents. I don't know what they are now. Thank you. Thank you, Sue. Thank you, Renick. These are super, super thin too. I think I'll use that same brush. Because I want it to look like the inside of an apple that's dried out a little bit. Because use an apple. All right, Sue. Talk to you later. Thanks for coming in. Okay. So I'm going to do these middle spots here too, because that'll be their first color. I don't want to do his eyes and down in his mouth because I've already painted that with glow in the dark. Can you see everything okay? Am I close enough? Well, I want it kind of fleshy colored too, you know. Because he's a rotten apple. Oh, this is just the first layer. There'll be other layers. It also helps to seal your project when you paint it. And I'm going to stay away from the teeth and the nose. Not doing inside the nose hole because I already did that with glow in the dark, and I'll put more glow in the dark in there, which I don't have much, but I'm going to try because I did a few things with the glow in the dark in them in the perfect cast. No, mixed mold. So what are some projects y'all are working on? These first layers, I'm not being too particular in how nice and neat they are. As I go, I will get a little more particular. Oh yeah, I planned on that. This is just coat one, Nat. I may not get them all done today either, but it's showing how to do it at least. And if there's any questions, I can answer them. It doesn't even have to be about this project. If you have any other questions about anything that I could help you with, or if you have a problem with something, can't figure out how to do something, or the best way to do something, all you got to do is ask. That's what I'm here for. I am not a teacher, so I don't do tutorials. I do helpful hints. Nami Vern. I've been thinking about doing my nails, a fill in and some artwork on my own nails on live. Maybe doing a fake set. What do you call them? Press on. All right, there's that part. His face. That's just coat one. I have another guitar to get started on, but certainly I am working to bring some of my paintings to sticker or print form. Oh, wow. Thank you, Natalie. Okay, I don't need any more of this color. That's done. Rinse my brush, wipe that little bit of color off. I need to start using less color, apparently. Where's the garbage bag? Oh, I knocked it over. Good job. Yeah, when you use these, look at that. $7.99. And it's how many pounds is it? 5 pounds? Yeah. 5 pounds of 8 pounds for $7.99 at the Walmart. And I use the empty bag because I pour it in a container as a little trash bag. So it's perfect. Multi-purpose, multi-use. Wipe that off. Which I didn't wipe it with this after the orange. Okay, so that color orange is, I think I need a little more of that vermilion. So the back didn't get quite as coated as the other. Oh, wrong bottle. Apparently I had 2 vermilions out. Orange vermilion, because it's right here on my desk. And this is the size bottles that I have for $1 a piece. A little dot'll do you. And on this one, I'm going to use this nice fluffy brush because I don't want it too, because the back is the main part that I'm working on right now, because I got the front pretty good. See, and it leaves all those pits and stuff in there if you go the opposite direction. Now the next layer that I put on the next color, I will be doing a dry brush because I just want to hit certain spots and highlight, because it'll be the true orange is what it's called. It's called orange, but it's a true orange. If it gets down in a groove, it's not a big deal. If I wanted to be super particular, I could go back through each line with a black paintbrush, a fine line paintbrush, but you know what? I probably will, because this is going to be up for sale. Because I have really no room to put any of this stuff that I make. Okay, now that he's got a good coat of orange on him, oh, that spot right there needs a little bit more orange. Because it's drying on that black a little darker than, but it's okay. It's Halloween stuff. It's supposed to be creepy. Right, right. Yeah, it does. It depends on what color you put on it. So you don't always have to put black under everything either. Especially with the Aurora powders too. If you're using that, you don't have to put it black underneath it. Whatever color you put behind stuff like that is what it'll take on. That's better. Oh, I should be using my Blazing Susan. Last little bit on there. Okay, now we'll let that dry. We'll go back to Mr. Apple. That looks so cool on the back already. Well, the front does too, but without the face being done, it makes it even, it doesn't look right. All right, get that off the table. All the little specks is from where I keep sitting it down while it's wet. Okay, we did that. Now I'm going to take just, I know Sue's gone. I'm saying so, not Sue. I wanted to do a violin and I call it steamy chic. It's shabby chic meets steampunk. Now we're going to brush this on there using that same fluffy brush as soon as I get all the orange out of it. I have a brush wash thing sitting over here with brushes in it. Well, it's right. Where is it? Right there. It's got water and it's got this base in it where you can scrub it. and then another side where you can put it in, lay it in the rinse or lay it in there to soak before you can scrub it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've had it for years. Okay, I'm going to try to some off there. And I'm going to dry brush it over the top of all of his wrinkles. Oh, he's coming to life. He's going to get you. Oh, yeah, he's looking pretty gross. Okay, there's that one. Dry that brush off, put it back in the paint, in there to dry. Same with my other one. And I like to go to the Walmart, not the Walmart. Where did I get it? Not. Where did I get them? Oh, Hobby Lobby. When they had their paintbrushes on sale for $1.99, yeah, I got me a couple 3 packages of them because I have a thing for paintbrushes. I have like 3 boxes of paintbrushes, but I don't even. They're still brand new in the packages, and I must have 100 on the 2 desks. All right, so now that he's done or drying, I'll do the teeth and all last. So I'm going to get him done. Now I'm going to go on with a little tiny bit of the orange. It's no worries. And I'm going to use my fan brush. Oh, I need a little bit of water. But I don't want the soap in the water, so just drop a little drop of water beside it. I should be using my palette because I only got about 60 of them. I want it runny, but I don't want it. It's hard to understand, especially from me. And if you notice, I'm turning it sideways as I do it. It covers more area. And it gives it a lighter touch. And that's why the top and the bottom is not completely covered, because I hold on to them. Oh, he's getting to be really pretty. Well, as pretty as a rotten pumpkin can be. He looks demonic, doesn't he? All right, Runic, thank you for coming in. Wait a minute, what are you making for lunch and how far away from Florida are you? I got a bit too much right there. I would if I had the money to do that. But we had air conditioner trouble. Remember? I had no air for 3 weeks. That's why I didn't want to do the teeth yet. Ah, and I like the way it's giving the streaks also when I do it this way. So I don't know who all is left here. I know Natalie is here. I don't know if Melissa's here or not still. But I have another idea that we could do at the beginning of one and then read it off at the end. Do you guys remember Mad Libs? Yeah, you kind of remember Mad Libs? Well, it's where you fill in the blanks of a story with um, adjectives, adverbs, stuff like that. Well, I've got 3 or 4 big books of it, and we could do those in the beginning, and then I can read it at the end if you guys want to do that, because that's always kind of cool. And I didn't realize how professional I was just then. Sorry about that. When I watered it down, it's drying really, really fast. So now I'm getting a good color combination. Okay, we're going to leave him alone for the moment. If I do, I can't stop. Somebody take the paintbrush away from me. Waiting on the guy that comes over to bathe my dad, then I will disappear to give the men privacy. Yeah, I get that, Melissa. I wouldn't want to either. Dry my paintbrush off. And wipe the table off. Yeah, there's just some things. But then again, around my house, because of our beliefs, we walk around half naked anyway. Or sometimes naked. But if we have people coming over, of course, we put clothes on. The boys usually walk around in their underwear most of the time, unless the baby's here. If Malia's around, then no, I make them put pants on because she's at that age. She's at 6 and very inquisitive. Oh no, that's the one that had the black all over it. Trying to clean up after each one. Oh no. Well, hey, you'll get your craft room back as soon as that place is built for your dad. All right, now let's get a different color for him. I know it sounds weird, but I'm going to put some gray on him. I don't need that much. And that'll be my next one is burnt umber. Okay, so the gray, I need the fluffy brush again. Told you this is going to be layers and layers upon layers. I don't need much of the gray on there because I'll cover up most of it anyway. But he's got to look like he's rotting. Because he's a bad apple. Hi, Tantiota. I am painting some things that I made for Halloween. Isn't he beautiful? He's so gorgeous. Okay, that's all the gray that I needed, so. Wipe that off. Yeah, I ordered him a pair last month. Oh, no. I hate it when UPS thinks that they know everything. Okay. Now I want to go over it with the lightest color. Let me shake that up pretty good, though. I don't know if I want to use that or Naples yellow. I think I'll try the Naples yellow. And for that, I'm going to use my fan brush. Right? Isn't he? He's so fabulous. Oh my gosh. Now, see, I told you I was going to be covering up that gray a little bit. It needs a drop of water. The lightest color shows out all those little undertones. Trying not to touch his teeth, but that's okay. Because those will be next. Because he's one bad apple. Yeah, I know. I already said that. Oh, no, I got inside. Oh, well, it's okay. I'll go in there again. I don't use that color theory wheel and all that crap. I just go by what looks good. In school, we learned about all that stuff, and doing makeup for years. I, had to go by all their rules and all, but then I learned that doesn't always work very well. Know what I mean? Yeah. Green, brown coming out of his nose. Well, his nose is going to glow in the dark. But now I get to work on a little more detailing stuff once he's dry. Okay, let's go back to him. All right, he's got all of his orange on there that he's going to get. Now let's work on his teeth a little bit. I can use my blade and scrape off most of that paint. Like I said, I'm going to very carefully paint these eyes one of these lighter colors. Oh, I just peeled the paint off. Crap. Got it. The black is the main part that I'm trying to scrape off because it's hard to cover that black with these lighter colors. The orange is fine if it's got on the teeth a little bit. I don't mind that because it'll look pretty cool when I'm done. I hope. Sorry, I had to turn him at an angle so I could get to that one part. Oh, see, there's black right there too. All right, now it's time for the fine paint brushes to come out. Oh, Musk videos? What's Elon Musk? I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. Where did I put that color? I just had it. Right there. Don't want them white, you know. But I am going to paint that eyeball so I can have a base underneath it to put my glow in the dark. In the glow in the dark, I'm going to mix it with my little bit of UV that I have. And it's called olivine. It's like a green. I got it a long time ago, so I couldn't tell you where I got that from. I believe it was Amazon. I know it was before Temu. Okay, there's one eye. There's the other eye. And I can touch up the orange later. Elon Musk, they come out with tiny homes, one level. Oh, I'm going to have to watch that. Now I'm going to paint the whole tooth area, and then I'll do the changing of the, separating the teeth from the inside, the gum and all that. How long are we on? Oh, just over an hour. Okay. Are they the kind that are on wheels or like a camper? Or are they just built, they bring them and drop them on the ground? Let's get behind the teeth here. I'll bring out my super fine paintbrushes for the inside part. Anything that goes out is fine because I'm going to fix it anyway. All right, now that we've got that one painted, I'm going to do his teeth with this color too. but just the teeth. Because, you know, apples have teeth. Did you not know that? I thought everybody knew that apples had teeth. Okay. All right. Thanks, Natalie. Because I need a tiny home just for a craft studio. I could live there. Heck, I could live in this room if I needed to. These gums need a little bit of pink on them. Just going to dab a little bit of coral. Well, I know Natalie and Melissa and Linda are here. I think Billy's still here. I'm not sure. I just realized that I shouldn't have done that top part. But it's okay. After doing it, it didn't turn out too awfully bad. Because he had to have a little pink around his gums. Because he got pyorrhea. And I can go over it again with that plushy tone. All right, let's leave him sit over there. Now, let's work on the pumpkin. I guess he's not a pumpkin if he has a face, right? He's a jack-o'-lantern. Okay. I need a little faded orange to go around his mouth for his gum line, then fix that. Which I can just maybe get in there like that. I'll fix that. And then do his glowing. His teeth are already done. Those teeth look pretty good. So I'm going to mix up a little bit of, why do I keep grabbing that? Orange. Not even squeezing it. I just tapped it out. And this Naples yellow. Ooh. Okay. Bring out my super fine little brush to go in there. I mean, it's tiny. Can you see it? It's a bitty. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was a good movie, though. Oh, The Pianist. Oh, okay. I haven't seen. I was thinking of The Piano. You know, that one wasn't Nazi, but I want it orange, but I don't want it orange. Maybe it needs a little touch of brown. Or burnt umber, rather. That might work. All right. Oh, yeah, that'll be good. And I'm doing just the gum line going up to the teeth, but not on the teeth. See, now it gets a little more particular. I mean, because he's real. Oh, okay, thank you. You've never watched The Pianist or The Piano? Well, I tried watching that True Blood because I love vampire stuff. I could not get into that because I could not see her as anything but the little girl in the piano. Can you see what I'm doing? Is that better? I don't know if it's focusing though. As long as I don't move, it'll be okay. Did I move? Yes. I'm trying to get at least one of these done, or most of the way done anyhow. Of course, I'll take them out and I'll seal them too. Or I might just seal them with Mod Podge. Paint the inside of the eye right there, that same color, because I don't like that orange that's on there. So, do you guys decorate for Halloween, or is it just always that Halloween at your house like it is mine? And when do you start decorating? We usually just wait till the neighbors start and then I put mine out. The extra stuff for the outside. My granddaughter says, because we have one neighbor that put some stuff out already, and she says, Nana, we got to go get our Halloween stuff because nobody can outdo us. Okay. Okay, that's done. Okay, so now his face is almost finished. I just got to go around. He's almost done. I just got to highlight a little bit and go around where I wiped it off with some orange, but I got to let that dry. Then we can do glow in the dark, what I have left. A little bit of this. And a fine brush. Not that itty bitty baby brush either. The one I just had. No. I need a liner. Do I have a liner in here? Yes, I do. Well, look at that. Oh, I don't do that part. That needs a little bit of green on it when I'm done too. And I'll go over him with a little more red because he's got some light patches. And I'm just lightly going over it and then rubbing it with my finger. To kind of bruise it, so to speak. The best tools that you have are your hands. Oh, wow. Yeah, I would hate to have one that's not wired. I need a little water. I reuse my drinking bottle water for water in here. I'm just tapping it on with my finger now instead of the brush because I'm going right up to the line anyway. I'm just being a little more careful with my finger placement. To use the bits I picked, we're not going to plummet. Oh. A little more water. All right, that was a lot more water. That was way too much more water. Oh, but it is helping it get on there better. I was very seriously thinking about buying a tiny home just for a craft studio out back. I'll go over it again with that red with my finger as well. I put too much water in here now. runny poop. Sorry, I had to go there. This is my dry finger. That sounded so weird. As it came out of my mouth, I said, April, that sounded weird. I'm going to go over this red again. When I go over it the next time with the red, I'm using where'd I put it? A pouncing brush, the little foam sponge brushes. There it is. Because I want to make it look speckledy. That'd be nice. I had a studio at one point. And we were renting, which I didn't want to buy. But my husband insisted so that the grandkids would have somewhere. I was like, yeah, but then we got to pay for everything if it goes wrong. Oh, sorry. I forgot I was. Some spots I'm going to leave lighter, but some of them I want them darker because when I go over it with that red again. It looks like a hot mess, and I know that. But it won't. Trust the process. You can always change and add to it. You just can't take it away from it. You know what I mean? Well, you can, but it's a pain in the tuchus. Now I'm just rubbing with a little bit of the wet paint on my finger. And it's very, very watery, so. And I just touched it and pulled it all off right there. He's so fabulously gorgeous. Oh my God, I just love him. He's so, so fabulous. He makes me just, oh yeah. I'm using my good tools. Okay, now I'm going to wipe this mess up. Let that dry. And if I don't have time to finish this, I will finish it and post pictures because I have to get them done anyway. Well, that's true, Melissa. That's very, very true. I think I might have put a little too much Dawn in that one. It's bubbly. But I got to clean my fingers off. I got paint all over me. Who did that? Who told me it was a good idea to use my fingers? Huh? Oh, you're supposed to wear panties? My bad. Where did I put that? It fell on the floor. Okay, I got to get this paint off my fingers. It's driving me nuts. Of course, I'll go in there. I have painter artist soap that I use. Yeah, but like I had a problem with my AC. If I were renting, they would have to fix it, not me. That's what I was thinking about. All right, almost son of a monkey's butt. I saw a whack on my fingers. Okay. All right. We're at 1.5 hours. Got to do that stem. Where did I put that brown? I'm just going to put it right on the top, and I can spread it around. This brush looked lonely. It was saying, pick me, pick me, pick me. Nobody ever picks me. Making sure I get all the parts of that stem. Oh, may as well do this stem while I'm at it, right? Maybe if I had a little more paint. Well, normally with these places like Melissa's doing, I don't know if they're doing it up there, but here they get the permits and everything here. They pull all the permits for you here. And if it's on wheels, it's considered a camper. So you don't have to have any other permits, really. You just got to let them know, oh, well, nobody's saying in it. Oh, yeah, they are, but you know. What are they going to do? Come around at night and check? They're too lazy to do their jobs as it is. Okay, so that one's done. This one needs just a little more highlighting. I think I'll use the orange. Had to touch up around this mouth and all where I went a little overboard. Oh, come on. That's all right. It wasn't a blended color, so I can fix it. Oh, sorry, I'm not talking. I'm paying attention to what I'm doing. Because I didn't want it to mess up. So what are you guys interested in the polymer clay? Because I do what my subscribers need to be gone in depth. And if I don't do it, I will look it up and I will learn how to do it and I will take notes. Oh, wow. Yeah, I live in a rural area too. Huh. Well, all my taxes and all are in my mortgage. I just know that if I were to get one of those tiny homes, that they would, uh, not the tiny homes, but those sheds or whatever, they would pay to have the, and add it to it, of course, the permits and everything that's needed. I'm kind of digging this light color right beside the face. That's pretty cool. It brightens up his eyes, that's for sure. I believe these molds for these castings came from Temu. No, Amazon. My last little bit of orange that I had out. Oh no. I didn't, it was dry. I had to add just a little bitty drop just for this little area right here. Oops, sorry about that. Okay. With that bright orange around his eyes, he looks much better. Okay, next up is Good thing I didn't want to do the 3 things today. I am doing another one though. I have a dragon shield that I'm going to be doing. There's my coffee. I knew I had some somewhere. All right, let me get those reds. Let's see, I have this one and this one. It's the only ones that I'm doing it. Nope, not the carmine. Crimson. Yeah, it was crimson and carmine that I wanted. That's bright red. Oh, that's true. That's very true. I get to finger paint. Yay! Oh, a little drip of water over here. I should have put it in my little heart thing. Put it on with that, and then rub it in, so to speak. And it leaves you with the textures and everything. And if you still want to cover up an area, you can cover it up. This way it gives you texture if you leave it with the... But I want some of that dark to show through in spots, so... Like it's an old bruised up apple. But I went a little heavy right there with the brown, so I'm trying to cover it up. Probably do it in another layer too, but notice I didn't, oh, you can't see it. Notice I didn't mix my colors together. I just, well, that water is running because my desk isn't level. I'm just dabbing it in each one and kind of mixing and muddling. Because if you notice, real apples don't have a whole lot of the same color. They're a bunch of different colors. And I don't want to go real close to that face because I want to leave that brown around it. But he's looking so cool. I want to get the bottom part done really good so I can sit it down and work on the rest and just twist it. Oh, guess what? Cat hair. I'm blending the two with my fingers. As you can see, it's blending it down into the other one. once it starts getting too tacky, if you don't stop, you'll pull up the paint. If I had my little heat gun in here, I could dry it quicker, but it's not in here. See how it's blended the different colors in there using the pouncer and the finger? It's really muddled, and I'm really digging that look. In person, it looks really, really cool. Okay, what did I miss? I'm loving this pumpkin. Oh, thank you. Well, this is the apple. Oh, my mouse. Where did I put it? Yep, I'm using my finger again. They are. They're the best tools you have. Oh, no, I don't use finger condoms because of my nails. Yep, exactly. Okay, now I can leave it and just hold it by the stem and turn it. I still have my little bit of water right there so I can mix it over. It starts drying out, but I'm really digging it. He looks like an old bruised up apple. Finger troll evil Jack. What? What did I miss? I hate, well, yeah, me too. I had to wear them in the restaurant for too many years. Oh my God. Leave it to you, Melissa. And I just moistened my finger on the wet paper towel so that I could just tap it around a little bit. I'm adding just little bitty spots of the lighter color red so that it doesn't look so, I don't know, but I like it. Whatever this is, I like it. You ought to try just using your fingers to paint. It's really fun. Reminds me of when I was a kid. Okay, that's enough of that. Oh no, looks like somebody died over here. Cleaning up a crime scene. Oh, do you guys watch? Did anybody watch The Cleaning Lady on HBO? It's pretty cool. I love that show. All right, let me get this wiped up. And I will put something on my hands, not gloves, but well, I could put gloves on. I've got them right here, just to hold it up and show you what it looks like. Because I'm only doing these for 2 hours at a time. Yeah, I fingered my evil jack. This one's not done. Oh, I hate to go with it not being done. This is all it really needs. This and the worm thing. Where did I put that green? And a little bit of this green. Is this one open? No. Let's see. I can use this green. Sap green. Might go over my 2 hours because I'm almost done with this, so I want to get him finished. All I'm doing is just trying to give his face a little more something. I mean, he's creepy as it is, but and I think I used the wrong color. Okay. Now he's got a couple spots that are really rancid on his face there, so I'm going to use my little liner brush. And just kind of muddle those colors in together there. He's got one over here. Makes it look gross. Oh no, I went over his tooth with the brown. Oh, there's an idea. Look at that. I'm going to go over his teeth with the green. This is what happens when you eat too much candy, kids. Or as you're an adult, not enough candy. Oh, yes, yep. Oh, about the fingers. And the brown. I don't want to not finish this right now. Now I'm just messing it up. Whoa, it just poured out a big old puddle. Crud muffins in May. I will put it back in the jar though. Oh, sorry, I'm way over here. Now I'm just highlighting back over those. It'll just give it that little bit of green undertone. You can still see the other colors coming through, but this just sets it like the inside of an apple, kind of, after it's been sitting out for a little bit. Is it even focusing? There we go. There. With all those undertones there and little bits peeking out here and there. What do you think? Do I need to redo the teeth too with the other color? With the tooth color? Whoa. And this I want to put back in here. And how do you put your paint back in a bottle when you spill it? I use a finger and just scrape it in there. Because I know if I tried to push it to the edge of the desk, I would get it all over the floor. So I'm taking my cleanest of fingers. I'm not scraping hard, I'm just getting it off there. Sun-Kissed Peach by Apple Barrel. And now I got to take that one red and go around there and finish those teeth. And I can do the oh, I forgot his hole. That sounded kind of funny, didn't it? Let's see. Yeah, I got a little brush here. Okay. I'm just going to take some of the crimson to go around those edges, right? Went a little over. Rolling it around on the desk, it got some of it off the bottom. That's better. I don't like the teeth. I need this mixed with that. It's almost done. And I'll let you good folks go. And is a 2-hour live okay, or should I do shorter? Or oh, I see a spot right there I missed. Oh no, what did I get on the back? Where did I put that red? Make one a gold tooth? Oh, I did. I added the brown. Great minds think alike, apparently. But I just got a bit of that sun-kissed peach back here where I didn't want it, so. Now I'm just fiddle farting. Okay, I need to stop or else I'll be here all day. I need to go over those teeth really quick and then that's it. So that's the wrong color. I think I'll go over them with this. Whoop, my bad. With this color. And a little bit of brown on that, the top of that. Just right out of the cat this time. Oh, I just saw up there where it must have gotten some red there. Okay. I want to go ahead and do the eyes on that other one with the UV that I have left. That's much gooder better. Okay, now leave his face alone and just do a stem. I don't have any clay out right now, but or I would do the worm, but I will add a worm to him. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Must add the worm. I keep hitting the camera. I'm sorry. I thought about making a gold tooth on. I have another one over here to paint too, so that I've already fixed. And I've got a couple mummies that I want to do, but there he is. Oh, he needs dots of black in his eye. Well, I got brown out, so he's going to have brown eye. He's going to have a brown eye. Just going to fill in that hole with brown. Oh, there is no. Yeah, there is right there. Little tiny little. Okay, now he'll get a gloss on him too, but let me hold my camera up a little bit so y'all can see a little bit better. My messy desk, I got everything on it. Okay, so here he is. In person, you can actually, oh, there we go. You can see all the depth of color inside his nose and behind his teeth, and his eyes have already been done in glow-in-the-dark paint. But he's got so many different colors, and he looks real. From a distance, he looks really real. From here, like an apple. Let me wipe this off real quick, and take a drink of coffee. Then we will UV the heck out of those eyeballs on the pumpkin. If you guys want to hang out with me while I do that, that's great. I mean, I'm already 15 minutes over, but what's 15 minutes amongst friends? It's just washing out my paintbrushes. Where did I put my cup? My cup runneth over. Throw that over there. I wash all my rags out and keep dry them out and reuse them. Okay, so I have a little bit in here. I have held it upside down for a few days. Oh no. I hope I have enough. There it is. Okay. Put it back upside down again. Now, hey, where did I put that glow-in-the-dark powder, y'all? I showed it to you. Where'd I put it? Are you kidding me? It was behind the apple. Oh no. Well, we'll have to hurry up then. All I have left to do is the apple, the eyes with the UV. If I can get it open. And I got to figure out what I'm going to cook for dinner tonight. There's a big old hunk of rock in there. I really want them to glow. I'm not even going to add any more UV to that. I'm just going to use it the way it is with my UV disposable paintbrushes, which Hobby Lobby carries these if you're in the States, which both of y'all are. So, and I'm going to fill it in. I'm going to paint it like paint because it's too thick, I think, to flow. That's what I'm worried about. It's not thin enough. It won't flow. So I'll add just a little bit, squeeze more. There we go. Now it'll flow. Trying to get it all the way to the corner. Oh no, I don't want it in there. Okay. All right, now I'm going to hit it with my little flashlight here. Oh, please tell me I charged it. Where is it? Right there. No, I got to torch it first because I see a bubble. Oh, look at that glow. That's just to hold it in place so that I can get it under the light. You stick it. Oh, you guys, I don't know how well you can see. You see that glow? That's going to be so cool. Oh no! All right, now let me do the same with what I have left here. Well, April, what did you do that for? I need to figure out a way to get it out of there without it being on the paintbrush. There we go. Oh. Now I'll just move it around on there. Okay. Oh, missed a spot. There we go. Cure that real quick. And I'll add a little bit more to it. so bright. You see that? That's going to be cool. That's going to be wicked cool. Something wicked this way comes. This one just needed a little bit more. Can you see how bright that glows under the light? That is so cool. I have a giant skeleton head I've been working on that my brother gave me before he passed away. I mean, it's huge. It's about 2 feet across by 2.5 feet tall. Yes, I said feet, not millimeters or inches. Get the last of this out of here. For the other eye. Oh no, I just got it all over his face. Well, his face will glow right there. I'll paint over it. Trying to get that last little bit out of the cup. I mean, I am scraping the crap out of this cup. Just so I can get the last little dribble bit. Oh yeah, it's all over his face right there. I gotta get that out of there, or cover it up rather. Although it looks kind of cool, but yeah, I don't want that on there. I'll turn out my lights and see if you can see it better. Look at that glow. Oh my gosh. Let me get the other light. Look at that glow. Woo! Look at that. Oh, he's going to be cool. I only need one light on now. Okay, so I got that done, and I'm just going to brush this last little bit over the eyeball area and in the nose on the apple guy, because I want that to shine, especially around his eye. Yes, it's not a lot, but I already had glow paint on there, so. Whatever is left on the brush is what I'm just shoving in that nose hole. I mean, behind the gums needs it too, but I will do that with the paint after it's done. Now it looks like he's got glow in the dark snot. Ha ha. Cure it real quick. Yeah, he's got, can you see it glow in his mouth? Here, let me see. Can you see his mouth glow already? That's from the glow in the dark paint. There he is, Glowy Glowerson. Of course, once I touch them up, they'll be even better, and I seal them. So I want to thank you guys for joining me today. And remember, if you can make one person laugh or smile every day, then your day has been worthwhile. And I got a kick out of y'all today. I hope you learned something. And if you want to see me do anything in particular, please just tell me. Well, this is Ralph, the apple, and he will get a worm. But he looks kind of cool and creepy. His teeth need to be a different color, I think. I might go over the teeth with a little bit of white as soon as I find it. And here's the pumpkin. And that's my way of doing the layered look. And now I got to put these in the big light and let them cure. But thank you guys for joining me today. I really appreciate it. And yeah, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're rewatching this and you like what you saw and you want to see more, hit that subscribe button and that little dingy dong bell. It might tell you when I'm going live. Sometimes it doesn't, because we all know YouTube. And give me ideas. Put them in the comments under this after the live. Give me ideas that you guys want to see, because next week is going to be polymer clay, how you blend them into a Skinner blend, how you can make the fan fold, the rainbow, the what do you call that? Bullseye. Another one that I've learned is called Starry Night, which you can use your scraps with, and that's a Donna Cato one. And Samantha over at Jessima Tutorials, she did one called what did she call it? Pixelated, and that's pretty cool too. So I'll be teaching showing you my way of doing those. It might be easier for you. But if you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you like it, and tell your friends. We come and hang out. You got questions? I might be able to help you. You never know. Somebody in the chat might be able to help. So with that being said, you guys have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one. See you next Wednesday. Well, I'll see you Sunday too, but with the gang. Wednesday is just me by myself. So thank you. Have a great day. Bye. See ya. Wouldn't want to be. Well, maybe I would want to be. I don't know. Adieu. Adieu to you and you and you.